Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did not say that every soul shall die, but rather, kullu nafsin dha'iqatul maut, every soul shall taste death. Taste. You know, when you taste something, it's either sweet, bitter, or sour. So when people experience death, some experience a sweet and pleasurable taste of it, whereas others experience a miserable and bitter taste of it. It is left unto us to choose. Ibrahim alayhi salam once asked the angel of death, he says, "Oh angel of death, in what form do you undertake at the time of taking the soul of a believer, the soul of a good person, an obedient person?" The angel of death takes up such form. Ibrahim alayhi salam finds in front of him a beautiful, handsome young man, dressed all in white, with a sweet fragrance coming out from his body, such beauty that Ibrahim alayhi salam has never seen in his whole life, and with such fragrance, such sweet fragrance that he has never smelled in his whole life. And Ibrahim alayhi salam said that if at the time of death, if at the time of taking the soul of a believer, if there is no other joy for him, if there is no other blessing for him, then his appearance alone will be sufficient. Allahu Akbar. And then Ibrahim alayhi salam requested once more. He said, "Oh angel of death, in what form do you undertake at the time of taking the soul of a disbeliever, the soul of a disobedient person?" And the angel of death said to him, "Oh Ibrahim, you will not be able to look at it." And Ibrahim alayhi salam insisted. And so the angel of death asked him to turn around. When he turned, he took up such form and asked him to look at him. When Ibrahim alayhi salam turned and looked at him, he fainted. The appearance alone, he couldn't bear it. He fainted. Ibrahim alayhi salam found in front of him a black pitch giant, dressed all in black. He was so tall that his foot was on earth and his head was in the sky, and the hairs on his body were like men, and there was this fire blazing from his ears and nostrils, and there was this disgusting smoke coming out from his body. It was unpleasurable. Ibrahim alayhi salam couldn't look at it, and so he fainted. After some time, he became conscious, and he said to him, he said, "If at the time of death, if at the time of taking the soul of a disbeliever, the soul of a sinful, disobedient person, if there is no other punishment for him, then his appearance alone will be enough, will be sufficient." Na'udhu billah. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make us among the good souls. So brothers and sisters, it is left unto us to choose whether you would like to live a righteous life so you can have a sweet and pleasurable taste of death, or you will live a sinful, disobedient life to have a bitter and miserable taste of death. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to grant us a good ending. Wa akhiru da'wana anil hamdulillahi rabbil alameen.